There is so much free content to help you with IELTS, but which is the best? And which do you not know about? In today's lesson, I'm going to give you 3 fantastic websites with a ton of free content to help you with your next exam. Hi everyone, I'm your IELTS tutor Jack, and if you haven't already, click subscribe to join the IELTS Plus community. In today's lesson, as I said, I'm going to give you 3 amazing websites that even I use to help my students. And I really want you to stick around for the 3rd website because I'm sure you haven't used it, perhaps you don't even know about it, but there is some wonderful free content there. Let's get started with our first website. Okay, here's our first website and it's called TED-Ed. You can find it at ed.ted.com, and this is the first screen you'll come to. This is the website I want you to come to for challenging listening. If you go to Discover, go down to Lessons, this will bring you to this page where it has all of the TED-Ed videos. The great thing about these videos is that they are similar in length to the IELTS listening, around 4 to 6 minutes. And they're all education, psychology, health, that kind of topic. Really interesting stuff in here. Now, firstly, this is all subjects, but let's go to a typical IELTS subject. So let's go health and perhaps public health. And all I want you to do is scroll down and find something that you find interesting. So, okay, I'm scrolling down here and I see what would happen if you stopped brushing your teeth. If you come down, this is in the form of a YouTube video. It's embedded in the website. But there's a few things I want to mention. Firstly, so you can click it here. It has full subtitles, which are perfect. If you are struggling with the speed, you can adjust the playback to slower. Of course, we want to be preparing for the IELTS. We want it to be hard, so do try on normal first. Now, once you've listened to it, you can come to Think, and this is where you'll get some multiple choice questions. These are very challenging. They are probably harder than the IELTS test, as is the listening, but it's a great place to come. It's a great place to test yourself, and a website I definitely recommend to you. So that's TED-Ed at ed.ted.com. The next place to come is Keith Speaking Academy. I think you probably know this guy, right? He's very popular on YouTube and he has his own website. I think this is fantastic. So if you come up to the top, this is where I point students to just prepare everything, particularly their vocabulary. So let me show you what I like. If you go up to IELTS test and come down to IELTS speaking topics, this is a great place to start. Scrolling down, he has all of these speaking topics here. So let's go on animals first. And he gives so much information, vocabulary, how to use the vocabulary. He tests you. If we scroll down here, he gives you synonyms and examples. As an extra point, coming back to these topics, the IELTS speaking topics, a lot of them are the same as my podcast. So if you do listen to my podcast and you want to go deeper, come to Keith Speaking Academy and go deeper on that topic and get more understanding. My final recommendation for you is a very strange one. It's actually a Chinese website. The reason I'm recommending this to you is it's a community in China that shares all of the recent tests that they've taken, the questions, the expected questions and topics that are coming up. It is a gold mine. The website's called IELTSbro.com. So you can see up here, IELTSbro.com. Now, when you first come on this page, you will see this here. And as you can see, it's all in Chinese. So you can think, oh, what? I can't understand anything. Now, there are translating apps. You can get apps so that the whole page can be put into your own language. But if you don't have anything to translate, come down here. And this is what we want. This shows you some recent topics that have come up. So you can see here, part 1, weekend, TV program. There's all the questions here. Wonderful list of questions. Some of them are quite unexpected. And then the same here. I can't understand this, but of course we can see here, describe a time when you gave advice to others. So this whole part 2 and 3, which came up recently, you can see the date here, 12th of September. This is all about advice. Another one here, famous people. So we don't need the English. We can see everything we need here. That's the main thing I want to show you. But if you keep scrolling down, this here is the community of people. You can see today. These people have uploaded what they got in the exam. Now, I'm not saying that you'll see this and you can guess what you're going to get, but it can give you a good idea of the range of topics that will come up. So let's look at this one here. They talked about study or work. Of course, that always comes up. And then they talked about wallets. Well, that shows you the variety of topics in IELTS. Then their part 2 was describe a piece of equipment that is important in your home. And then obviously they were talking about equipment. For me, when I bring my students here, it's all about this page here. There's some questions which are very unexpected and it can really help you prepare for the exam. So that's IELTSbro.com. As I said, if you want to really go deeply into this website, get an app that you can translate to your language, but really, this is what you need here. Okay, that's everything for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join the IELTS Plus community. I'm going to be back very soon with new lessons, podcasts, various content that is free for you. So stick around and get ready to study hard. I hope you have a wonderful week this week, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye.